Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Sammy J. Welcome back to the channel. Well, part of my journey actually is what you see here is setting up this man cave or little studio for my photography journey here. So I, I said, you know what? Let me share with you guys. I'm actually recording all these sessions and trying to improve as as we go along with this journey. So this session is specifically about the Comica VM30. So I looked at the VM20 and the VM30. And frankly, I settled on the VM30. So join me here to see from a photographic or photographer point of view how this VM30 actually fits the bill. Join me in the session and let's go through the details. See you in a minute. Okay, welcome back, guys. So, how am I recording right now? Before I show you the VM30, we'll talk about the comparison between VM20, 30, and 40, and everybody had their own situation. So, this is just me, my own point of view on my setup here, and I want to keep it simple. As you know, if you follow this channel, 35 millimeter, I focus on output, not on the tools, on the equipment. A lot of videos, and it's like thousands of dollars for setup sound. What's going on here? If I have a million subscribers, maybe, but I'm still small potatoes, like they call it. So what am I recording right now? Actually, I'm recording on the beautiful Ceramonics. I mean, can you hear me well? I have a mic here, and I can put, photo insert, and it's a nice setup. It's about what 1 or 18 inches from my mouth here. So I take this in the field when I'm in the field, and again, if you follow this channel, I think it did okay. In some noisy environments, it has medium and plus noise cancellation. We'll see how that works. So why I'm showing you this right now, because I'm going to switch in a little bit to the Comica VM30, not the 20, not the 40. So why did I choose this? Let's talk about why I choose this one, and we'll show you the content. I mean, you've seen maybe 1,000 videos on, okay, this has a wire and has this and that, but we'll cover that very quickly. Why I chose this one? Because I want simple setup. Number one, less is more. Very simple setup. The VM20, it's good. It doesn't have wireless, so you always connect it via wire, so it's for office environment. So if you want something for office environment, analog only, the VM20 will work fine. So you don't need, it's cost effective and you don't need nothing else. And the VM20, you can use it up to, I think, 60 hours analog more. So remember, it's analog only. So if you have a phone or a computer and all this, and you want just simple setup, plug the cable and go for it. Don't spend the extra money. So the VM20 is 24-bit and the VM30 is 32-bit. So why I went with the VM20, not the VM40, because the software I'm using is Filmora 14. So whatever editing videos and software you're using, you make sure that the voice output from the device can handle that. And the software I'm using doesn't handle 32-bit. So I went with the VM20, which handles 24-bit rate voice quality. Plus, it can handle USB-C to USB-C, so actually digital output. This is super clean, and we're going to test it here. We're going to do the analog and do the USB-C to USB-C. So basically USB-C from the phone to the mic to the Comica VM30 mic, and we'll see how that goes. And I want to use it in wireless. So in wireless, you cannot use USB-C. That's another downside for if you want a simple setup. You're stuck with actually connecting the USB-C to the USB-C of the microphone. If your device, this is very important from this session, if you learn this, you got to figure it out. If your device, your iPhone, your camera, whatever you're recording on, has a USB-C audio output. So during my research, all cameras, Canon, Fujifilm, all cameras, they all have analog. They all accept the analog cable. It doesn't accept USB-C output. USB-C usually is there for exporting your pictures or charging the camera. Anyway, let me know. Do you have a camera that outputs USB-C audio? Let me know. I couldn't find one. So guess what's going to happen? Even if you buy any of those three, and you're using in camera, you're gonna be stuck with audio output if you want simple setup. If you want to go XLRs and get another mixer and all that stuff, yeah, you can do you can go crazy on sound editing. But I don't want that. Again, I don't want to spend time editing and doing fancy stuff. I want to focus on content. Again, I've seen videos where the light is dim. You can hardly hear the guy, but his content, he's breaking down the lens, he's cleaning something and doing something that I'm interested in. and I finish the video all the way, like 40 minutes sometimes, because the content is good. Transition and flashes and all this stuff, and you get tired of that. It becomes artificial. And then it's good if the content is good. I mean, you got a good production and the content is good. It's good to do those transitions and keep the listener engaged and not bored and all that stuff. Okay, so right now we're recording live on the Ceremonic. It's Blink 500 B2 Plus. Blink 500 B2 Plus, and the reason I like it comes with two transmitters, so you can have two people talking. I can take it to the field, and it has the connection to the iPhone, connection to the Android, and connection even legacy iPhone. So it works fine. Okay, so next video, next section, we're gonna hook up the Comica VM30 and try, number one, cable USB-C to USB-C on the mic and see how that voice coming up. And next, we'll connect the wireless gadget to the iPhone and use analog and see how that voice comes to the microphone. So what does come in the box? I mean, if you're watching this video, you've probably seen it 1,000 times. I don't want to go through it. You get a long cable, which is USB-C to USB-C. So you need that. And also something I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. This end here, you got a magnet. You need to make sure this cable with this end here, with this little bulge, it's actually it's called ferrite, maybe, or a magnet. It needs to be close to your device. So if you're hooking up your phone, you're hooking up to the wireless transmitter, you're hooking up to your camera, whatever you're hooking up to, make sure this baby here is close to that equipment. And then this end here goes to your computer. For me, it's going to go straight to the mic. Okay, so that's the cable. It's long enough, so if you're in an office environment, it's good. And then obviously you get that transmitter, and then you got a mic stand, and then a mic stand here, standard mic stand. And I like this one. This one you can put actually on the flash or set of camera. You can put the phone here. You can put the mic here. So I'll probably use this one. I built a stand here. So we're in 3D printing, so I printed that. So you can put it right here, and you can put your mic on it. Nice stand. We're going to follow this channel. So it's not just photography. We're dabbling into 3D printing for photography. And then you got two connection analog, and you say why they included two. And one of them has a gray end. This one goes on your phone. This one goes on the camera, because this one allows for bi-directional communication with your phone. So phones and cameras they behave differently. Okay, phones accept, it's both ways. Camera just spits out signals. So orange and orange, remember this goes to the camera, and this one goes to your phone if you have a phone that has an analog input. So you understand why they have two. And then they got this little foam and the windscreen here, they call it dead cat. And then obviously this. Now when I'm in the field, I'm not going to take this. It's going to be, I think it's like you're telling everybody you're recording. So I don't know. I'm not going to take this with me. I'm going to stick with the Ceremonic. When I'm in the field, it's discreet. You put it here, you put it inside the shirt. Big deal. Okay, and then again, if you're watching this, you've probably seen 1,000 videos on this. Very simple. Charge here, USB-C charger, and you got the Wi-Fi signal here, and you got safety button, input, output. I mean, I like the gain here. It's easy. You can do it on the fly down here. Again, this video is to test it and show you, hey, this thing works for simple setup. I'm not talking complicated. If you're a guy that's focused on content and you just want to upgrade your game to something simple to hook up to your phone. There's a lot of people, believe it or not. Not everybody has like a R5, R6, and Fuji and all these fancy cameras. No, right now I'm doing it on the phone. I sold my Canon and sold my Fuji. I'm getting another camera. So follow this channel. You'll see my new camera coming up. We'll do a review on that one. But anyway, so this is on the phone. So let's go. We're gonna hook it up to this one, USB-C to USB-C, and see how the sound quality. I'm not gonna edit anything in post. Nothing. It's gonna be pure sound coming from this baby, USB-C to USB-C. Connected the microphone right now. We connected the microphone. I'm gonna put it on the stand. If it has a green light, that shows it's connected via wire. Blue light via wireless. So this is basically it. I think it's about 16, maybe 12 inches from my mouth here. So again, I got this Comica VM30 USB-C to USB-C clean 24-bit. This is the best option if you are in an office environment. The green light on it that means it's on, it's working, and the blue light is with the wireless. So I'm gonna try the wireless in a minute. Need to be closer to the microphone, not to the device. So I don't know, do you hear the hum? There's an AC going on right now. There's a hum. I got the Rode the other day, similar to the Ceremonic. Rode should be, top notch, but holy moly, guacamole, it's like, I was hearing the AC, I was hearing the hum. This Ceremonic, is a little bit less expensive than the Rode. It has the noise cancellation, medium and high, and as you can see, if you watch this video, in the beginning part of this video, I used the Ceremonic, and there's no hum. There's the noise canceling is amazing. Go Wireless 2 does not have noise canceling feature. I don't understand why, but I'd return the darn thing. I'm not going to use it. So right now we're using the Comica VM30 clean output, 24-bit USB-C to USB-C on the microphone. That's great if you have a phone that have USB-C. Most phones now, even iPhone and Android, they have USB-C output. The problem, again, no matter if you want simple setup, is when you're using any camera, I don't care, any camera, it's going to have an analog output. So we're going to test that next and see how is coming up to the mic, or I'm going to use just an analog output with the wireless transmitter. So right now, the wireless transmitter in my hand, I'm doing direct wire to wire. That's the best setup. But eventually, I'm not going to use the iPhone. I'm getting a new camera just for this purpose. But guess what? I have to use this cable here, analog to analog. Okay, let's go to part 3, which is analog output through this transmitter. So this setup is similar to the other setup, same distance, 12 inches here. But I got the USB-C to USB-C on the transmitter, so now it's wireless. It's not wire to wire, and the way to know that there'll be a blue light on the microphone. But I cranked up the gain to like number 9, just to see how the voice come across. Again, I got the gain up to number 9. Maybe that's too high. Usually number 6 is good. So right now the gain on the back, this adjustment to number 9. And then the last test will be pure analog, which is when I get my camera, we'll hook up the transmitter to the camera through the analog cable, the orange to orange, and we'll just record my session and let you know that, hey, I'm using the Comica VM30 through the analog. It should be good. I don't understand why they don't have on those cameras, because most cameras have USB-C to download pictures and charge, but they never. I haven't seen one that actually the sound, the voice and sound and the output comes through the USB-C. If you have one, have you experienced that? What kind of setup you have? Do you have a simple setup? Okay, so hopefully this quick review helped you guys to make a decision. Again, less is more, less equipment, less menus, less firmware upgrade, no apps, hook up and go. That's my motto. I want to enjoy the process of the output of the camera, the output of the mic, output of anything. We want to enjoy that, and sometimes we just get hooked up with too much technology. I mean, follow this channel. I mean, I have I just bought another analog camera, the Bessa R3M. That's an amazing camera. And I was comparing it with another digital one. I mean, the manual was like 1,500 pages, and this one is like 20 pages. I said, okay, I can read that, while I'm drinking my coffee, and that one probably never read, and 85% of the menus will never use. So we're just consumed with too much tech and not focusing on the art of photography. Follow this channel, support me, leave some comments. What do you think? This setup is, I think, it's midway. It's wireless, but it's through USB-C to the transmitter, and then the mic is on its own. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much. See you next time.